Hi bestie, welcome to my channel guys. In this video, I'm going to work on my paycheck budget, and if that is something that interests you, hopefully you decide to subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to comment. So guys, let's go ahead and get started. Hi bestie, welcome to my page. My name is Miss Frugal, also known as Karen if you're new to my page. Welcome, so glad you're here with me today. I'll be working on my paycheck budget. If you've been here before, hey girl, hey! So guys, I do not receive a new paycheck. This is for new people that's on my page. But I do have an Etsy shop. I have a Shopify account. And the end of last year, I did end up doing an Amazon shop as well. And that's so far what I've been living on. And to offset anything when I'm not receiving any sales, I typically dip into my investments, and I've been doing that for the past 5 or 6 years. And then I will try to get a part-time job working for like a month or two, and that helps me offset to make sure when I file my taxes the next year that I don't have to pay anything back. So let's go ahead and get started. That was just kind of a little quick overview of my finances, and I do not pay rent or mortgage. My home is already paid for. So basically what I do pay just your typical expenses, your utilities, subscriptions and stuff like that, and insurance and real estate taxes. So guys, let's go ahead and get started. So for my website, I did make some money on my website, and I did end up getting a few shoe charm orders on Etsy. So let's go ahead, and first I'm going to start off with my website, and I made $160.24. So if you purchase any shoe charms from me, thank you so much. So on my website, I do have shoe charms majority, but I do have some saving challenges and discount systems too. So for Etsy, I made $8 off the HBCU shoe charms I sold. And so my last paycheck budget, I did have a carry forward balance. So guys, I try my best. I do not do zero-based budgeting, just in case if you're new here, because I am self-employed doing online businesses and those type of things. I like to have a remaining balance so I can carry it forward just in case something come up that I'll have that money there. But let me get let me get a color pen to write down my carry forward amount. Now let's see which color should I use? I think I want to use pink. Let me see which one. How are you doing? Hopefully all is well with you. We are at the midpoint of May. So guys, we're halfway through for the second quarter of the year. Can you believe it? I can't. Time is actually flying, guys. I mean, because June to be here, yeah, we're halfway through the second quarter of 2025. To me personally, time is just flying by. What about you? How do you feel about the year so far? All right, so my carry forward amount is $106.46. Okay, and I'm glad that I didn't have to utilize it. Like I said, if you're new to my channel, it's just me. My daughter is grown, so I don't have to take care of anyone else, so it's kind of easier. So my income for this paycheck will be $274.86. All right. So this is how much I have to work with the paying a bill, covering some expenses, some purchases that I've made, and then we'll get into my savings challenges. And if I feel like it, I might end up adding some stickers to my paycheck budget. Alright guys, so now let's go ahead and add my bills. And I'm going to add Shopify. So guys, typically I strive to pay my bills a month ahead. And when I say month ahead, that's when the invoice hits my bank account, because I have bill pay set up for automatic payments when I receive my bill in my checking account. So typically my bills are already paid, except for like my Prime, Paramount, those type of expenses from Amazon. Um, I purchased an Amazon gift card, guys, where they're 4 times the value from Kroger. Kroger? What? Kroger? Why is that Kroger? Kroger? What? And I would use that I placed that gift card into my account, my Amazon, my Prime account, and that is deducted from the gift card. It helps me save at the pump with gas. Alright, so I need to add, I thought I had updated this planner here with the Amazon purchases that I made for this week, but I didn't, but I do have it jotted down in my blackout planner. So if you're new to my page, typically for January, for this entire year, guys, I've been using blackout planner. Just in case if you knew, blackout planner is just black paper. And I started using this. Well, I have been using this one in the background here, but I decided to share this particular planner here on YouTube instead of doing the blackout, but I still utilize my blackout as well. Alright, so I had to purchase some correction tape. I bought some glue and some pens from Amazon. And I'm double checking to see if I need to add anything else. Alright, let me add the date that I ordered these things from Amazon. Alright. And I'm just glad that I had it jotted down. But I thought I had already wrote it on the expense tracker in here. But I totally forgot all about it. So since I do have the itemized expenses on my expense tracker here, when I go to my paycheck budget, I'm just going to write the total of it all. Alright, so let's add up these three things. And it comes up to $27.33. Alright, so let's add that in my variable section of my expenses. Alright. Okay, so I have that down. I add the B there. So I put the letters in this particular planner. So when I go to the expense tracker, I know which paycheck that was applied to. And I'm going to place a blue dot here, and then I'm going to go to the expense tracker. And I do the dots because if I'm ever flipping through and I want to know where I got that amount from, that I have it as a reference point. So that's why I'm placing the blue dot for those. Because you just never know if you have to go back to it. Okay, so I think that's it with that. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. So, how have you been doing so far with your budget, paycheck budget, your savings, considering that we're almost halfway through with 2025, but we're definitely halfway through for the second quarter of 2025? Leave that in the comments, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do a running balances of my expense tracker since I've added my Amazon purchases. So when I get to close out the month of May, that I'll have a running total that I can check back to make sure that it actually reconciles to when I complete my monthly. Okay, so now let me add this last one. Alright, so right now my running balance what is $61.21 of expenses. But yeah, guys, I love the fact, I don't know, with my daughter being grown, having her own thing or her own career, life has been so much better financially for me because I have less responsibilities. So if you have children, when they're grown and gone, guys, I think you're gonna actually enjoy it. I know I do, because I was a single parent as well, and I understand the struggle. And if I go back, probably 15 years from now, I would have never imagined at this point that I would be able to survive on this low income. Never would have thought it, but I am, and I'm grateful for it. But I definitely want to increase my income. I'm going to start working more to it. I've been content with it, guys. And one thing I have learned that I can survive off it. So that is great. And it just kind of gave me a reflection on when I retire that I know what I can survive on. But we shall see. Alright, so my total expenses minus my income to see how much I'll have to work with. I have $208.53 that I can place towards savings challenge. I would not be cash stuffing that amount this week because I already went to the ATM, guys. I ended up withdrawing $90, and that's all that I will be cash stuffing. But I don't know exactly what challenges that I'll be working on. Well, I do know 3 of them. I'll definitely be doing my 50 envelope because I definitely want to finish that for this month, because I did end up getting my real estate bills that came through the other day, and then I also need to do my mood tracker and my bingo challenge. Alright. Okay, so now I need to get my cash wallet. I will not be stuffing my cash wallet because I have enough groceries. And there's nothing that I need that I can think of right now. But I'm going to get my cash wallet. Let's see how much I have left in the different categories that I do have in my cash wallet. Okay, let's see what I have left. Since the last time I did this, the last time I cashed off my wallet, I had added, $50 for groceries, but I did end up having some other monies left in my grocery category, and I just added that $50 the last time. So I have left for groceries, $1? Okay, so for household, I have, $2 here. Miscellaneous, I have $1. For gas, I have $5. And that's basically it. So that's all I have in my cash wallet. Right now, there's nothing that I do need to add to my wallet. I don't need anything. So I would not be cash stuffing that. So that's it, guys. Thank you for joining me with my paycheck budget. Make sure you turn on your notification bell so you will know when I upload with my saving challenges. Toodles!